Yo, what's up, YouTube? Mike from True today. Week 5 of the NFL season's over. Week 6, time for Week 6 NFL Weekly Predictions. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and comment down below who's winning every single game in NFL season Week 6. Well, we got Thursday night, another exciting matchup on Thursday Night Football. Last week, we had the Colts versus Broncos. It was fun watching Matt Ryan get sacked every play. Fun watching Russell Wilson cook up, a salad with like bananas. I don't know what he was making, but it wasn't anything good. This week, we get to watch Carson Wentz with the Commanders versus Chicago Bears, Justin Fields. Now, the Chicago Bears are probably one of my least favorite teams to watch ever, especially in the last couple of years. When they were running David Montgomery towards the end of last season, I believe, they kind of let David Montgomery, it might have been 2 years ago, where David Montgomery was kind of the whole game script. That was kind of a fun offense to watch, but just, I don't know. They were losing pretty bad to the Vikings early today. They were able to come back a little bit in the second quarter, and then the third and fourth, they played a little better. Bears, I don't see too much brightness in their future this season. They're 2-3. They start off all right. 2-3 though, not great. Then we have the Washington Commanders. Carson Wentz, this is kind of a hot take. You guys can comment down below. I feel like Carson Wentz is playing all right? Like, I'm not joking. Carson Wentz week 1 beats the Jaguars. Jaguars, they lost to the Texans this week, which was kind of unexpected, but the Commanders are, the Jaguars are not an easy team to beat this season. Commanders won week 1. Week 2, they hung around with the Lions, 27 points, back-to-back games of 28 points, 27 points. Then they lost to the Eagles, but the Eagles are the only undefeated team in the NFL right now. Then they lost to the Cowboys in a really bad game. All right, I'll give you that one. He played bad. Lost to the Titans. All right, tough. They could have beaten the Titans if Carson Wentz played a little bit better. If Ron Rivera didn't use that challenge, they could have had a timeout. Things could have been different. I think that Carson Wentz and the Commanders, I think they win this game on Thursday Night Football. It's in Chicago. I don't know about you guys, but I can much more easily picture Carson Wentz throwing to Diami Brown, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson if he's back. I can much easier picture Carson Wentz throwing it deep than Justin Fields. Justin Fields really only has Darnell Mooney, and he hasn't really been using him efficiently. Last couple of games, did a couple deep shots with him, but not enough to convince me. Commanders win first game. Ravens at Giants. Now, this video is being made before Sunday Night Football. My prediction for Sunday Night Football this week is that the Ravens win. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. The Bengals are a solid team as well, so even if they do lose, I'm concerned about the Ravens finishing games, though. The Giants have shown that they're going to be nitty and gritty this year. They had a nice win in London against the Green Bay Packers. That'll build a lot of momentum for this team. Giants are in a tough division, what seems like this year. The NFC East has a lot of easy schedules, but this is one of the tough games for the New York Giants. I think they're going to fall short to the Baltimore Ravens. I haven't been very generous towards the New York Giants, and if the Giants can pull off this upset versus the Ravens, then it's time to actually consider the Giants as being a strong team. But Daniel Jones is playing with an injury. I don't know. Saquon got hurt as well, his shoulder. He was able to come back into the game, but we're definitely going to want to monitor that this week during practice. I think the Baltimore Ravens should be favored right here. Jaguars at Colts. I'm picking the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars literally shut out the Colts 24-0 a couple weeks back. The Jaguars had a tough loss to the Texans. Not really sure what happened. I do think that the Indianapolis Colts offensive line, I don't know what's happening in the pass protection. I think Matt Ryan maybe his release or not being able to scramble a little bit more, similar to Carson Wentz. I don't know, but something's not right when Matt Ryan gets sacked once every 3 plays. It's just not good. It's not an offense where you're going to succeed, and that's why I think the Jacksonville Jaguars have a chance to win this game again. I think the Colts should be favored, but honestly, I'm riding with Jacksonville right here. I think Jacksonville has something to prove after that loss to the Texans. Jaguars, they had a hot start to the season. They beat the Colts. They beat the Chargers, huge win. Almost beat the Eagles, but lost. Then lost to the Texans. Jaguars, I don't know. Go prove something right here and beat the Colts again. Then maybe you guys can contend for the division. Jaguars win. Patriots at Browns. Browns had a nice loss to the Los Angeles Chargers. The Browns, they could have won. Jacoby Brissett played pretty well. The New England Patriots with Billy Zappi. This is a tough match to choose, right? On the one hand, Jacoby Brissett and the Browns, they seem organized. They seem like they're a team where this team's going to be consistently what they've shown us throughout the whole season. The Patriots, on the other hand, one game against the Lions with Amon-Ra St. Brown not really even being fully healthy. I'm not too convinced, but their defense did play well. The Patriots were winning that game with the line of scrimmage. I'm tempted to choose Bill Belichick right here. I'm tempted to go with the Patriots and Bill Belichick to win this game. But just the fact that the Browns have been using Nick Chubb effectively, I think this is a game where Nick Chubb just takes over, runs for 100 yards, and helps the Browns get a victory right here. I think the Browns win. Bengals at Saints. Once again, haven't seen the Bengals on Sunday Night Football. I hope they don't disappoint. If the Bengals on Sunday Night Football aren't able to muster up any offense and they can't score 21 plus points, then I'm nervous. Taysom Hill had a huge breakout game for the Saints. If ESPN Fantasy keeps him as a tight end, oh man, waiver claims are going to be crazy this week. Let me know down below. Are you guys going to be picking up Taysom Hill as a tight end? Even more interesting. Are you going to be starting him at tight end if you get him? 40 points, that's a lot. But anyway, Saints, Andy Dalton's the quarterback versus Joe Burrow. A little bit of a revenge game right here. It's in New Orleans. Michael Thomas should be looking to return in this game, which I hope the Saints offense as well. Alvin Kamara got things going last week in the Saints victory. But I don't know. Saints scored a lot against the Seahawks, but they also let up a lot of points. I think the Bengals offense performs well. I think the Bengals win right here against the Saints. Buccaneers at Steelers. Now the Buccaneers, I mean, I'm not going to say they should have lost to the Falcons, because they definitely shouldn't have lost. But it could have been a lot closer than it was if that roughing the passer call didn't happen. I mean, let's be real. If you've been a fan of this channel for a long time, you know the memes. You know Tom Brady gets all those calls. I mean, go look at the first couple of videos of this channel. Come on. Obviously, Tom Brady and the Buccaneers won that game. I knew they were going to beat the Falcons. Tom Brady never loses to them. Buccaneers versus Steelers. Steelers, Kenny Pickett showed some heart, but he didn't show many points, and that's what I care about. They were playing from behind the whole game. Josh Allen destroyed the Steelers defense. Tom Brady's not going to have as great of a game, nearly as great of a game as Josh Allen. But I think this is a game where the Buccaneers, they can kind of get things rolling. Buccaneers win right here. 49ers at Falcons. 49ers, strong victory against the Carolina Panthers. They won 37-15. They destroyed them. I'm starting to think the Carolina Panthers aren't a great team. I knew they weren't great, but I don't know. Losing 37-15 to the 49ers, tough. Falcons were almost able to beat Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Fell up short because of the referee, but also they just didn't put up enough points. 15 points, that's not enough. Come on. I think the 49ers should be favored to win this game. We're going with a lot of road teams, though, which is something I don't really want to do again because I did that a couple weeks ago, and it cost me about 2 or 3 games. But, I mean, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo on the 49ers, Deebo Samuel. If they can start using George Kittle, stretching the field with Brandon Ayuk, I think the 49ers are in a good spot. 49ers should be favored to win right here. Falcons run game, also something that's lacking. Another thing, 49ers win. Then we got the Jets versus the Packers. All right, is it time to panic in Green Bay? I mean, Jair Alexander definitely doesn't think so. Jair Alexander after the game said that the Packers should only start panicking if they lose to the Jets. So I don't know if that's a bit of an insult to the Jets or kind of just trying to calm down the entire Packers locker room. But I mean, looking at the Packers, they lost to the Vikings. They beat the Bears. They beat the Buccaneers in a snooze fest kind of game. Beat the Patriots. Then they lost to the Giants. So I think the Packers could be a 500 team this season. I'm not joking. I just think they're going to be like a 500 team. I don't think they're going to be too good. But I think Aaron Rodgers, they might gain some steam towards the end of the year with their young receiving core. But as of right now, it's kind of inconsistent. I don't like that. It's in Aaron Rodgers' homeland of Lambeau Field. The New York Jets and Zach Wilson, I mean, they showed a lot on Sunday. They were able to destroy the Miami Dolphins 40-17. Now, the New York Jets defense was able to contain a Dolphins quarterback of Skylar Thompson pretty well. So, I mean, should they be that proud? They did give up 113 rushing yards to Raheem Mostert. That's a lot. But offensively, though, things were clicking. Zach Wilson threw 0 touchdowns. He threw only 20 passes and only 14 completions. So, Zach Wilson basically just game managed. That's what they need to do. Zach Wilson's not going to kill you deep. He just has to be the game manager like Ryan Tannehill. Rushing, Breece Hall finally had his good game. 1 touchdown. He had an insane reception. He had almost 100 receiving yards. He had almost 100 rushing yards. Huge breakout game for Breece Hall. Michael Carter, I mean, he had 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. So that's where all the touchdowns and points came from for the New York Jets. I mean, hey, this is kind of a toss-up kind of game, but I'm definitely sticking with the Green Bay Packers. If the Jets start winning against teams that are inconsistent, 50-50 chances, then the Jets, I'll start considering them a little more in the future. But as of right now, give me Aaron Rodgers. Packers lose this game. Honestly, you ain't making the playoffs. That's just how I feel. Then we have Vikings at Dolphins. Now, Dolphins, hopefully, if Teddy Bridgewater is back for this game and fully healthy, I think the Dolphins should be favored. Assuming Tyreek Hill's healthy, he left a little early. Jalen Waddle, he has to be healthy. If the Dolphins are healthy on offense, Dolphins should be favored to win this game. Vikings, they looked all right. I mean, they slowed up a little bit towards the end of the Chicago Bears game. They were able to beat them 29-22. Vikings kind of they're getting things rolling in the run game too, getting Dalvin Cook more involved. He had a monster game. If the Vikings can game manage, involve Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson, The Vikings have just as scary as an offense, with the Dolphins having Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback. Defensively, I like the Dolphins at home. Give me the Miami Dolphins right here. But honestly, monitor the injury report throughout the week. Kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up as well. Panthers versus Rams. Now, the Rams, oh my God, how'd you lose to Cooper Rush? I don't know. I swear Matthew Stafford is like playing with like a broken hand or something on his throwing arm. Like, it's bad. I don't know what Matthew Stafford and the Rams offensively are doing. They got to figure things out. Panthers, they look terrible. I haven't seen any signs of life from them. I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams right here. But, I mean, something's got to change in Los Angeles for sure. Arizona Cardinals at Seattle Seahawks. I like the Seahawks odds in this game. This is the last game for the Arizona Cardinals without DeAndre Hopkins. That's a big thing. The Cardinals, they showed a lot of heart, a lot of guts against the Philadelphia Eagles, the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. They almost took them down. Their kicker, I mean, when they showed that montage of the Arizona Cardinals kicker missing every field goal to the right in practice, what did you think was going to happen? Of course, he missed it 20 yards to the right. Who's surprised, right? Tough luck. But, I mean, Cardinals offensively, Marquise Brown, Rondale Moore, they look good. James Conner, they might be without him for this game. Eno Benjamin's going to have to step up. Seahawks just put up 39 points. They also just put up like 50 points against the Lions the week before. Seahawks are scoring a lot of points. Rashad Penny, he's gone. He has a broken tibia, tough injury. Seahawks, he's probably going to be gone the whole season. So this is a big game for Kenneth Walker as well. Kenneth Walker, Eno Benjamin, who would have guessed, right? Give me the Seattle Seahawks, but, I mean, if the Seahawks can't contain Kyler Murray, then the Cardinals automatically win. So if Kyler Murray has over 40 rushing yards, game's over. If the Seahawks contain him, I think they have a chance, but honestly, I like the Arizona Cardinals odds. I like what I saw against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that Kyler Murray is going to be able to scramble. No one's going to be able to stop him in this game with the rushing yards. Passing, who cares? He's literally Barry Sanders, who can just throw the ball. Give me the Arizona Cardinals. Bills at Chiefs, two very strong teams, potentially two top 5 teams playing against each other. If the Chiefs aren't top 5, then they're right out there, number 6. So we'll see what happens with the Chiefs against the Raiders. That's a game I want to watch on Monday Night Football. Comment down below if this changes my prediction. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. We all saw Josh Allen throw for 400 yards in the first half of the game. So, I mean, if I don't choose the Buffalo Bills after that, then I'm crazy, right? So give me the Bills right here, even though it is in Arrowhead Stadium. Cowboys versus Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys, all right. All you are commenting down below, right? You never picked the Dallas Cowboys to win. All right, look. The receiving core has surprised me. And it's because Cooper Rush is the quarterback. Cooper Rush is 5-0. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm just as surprised. Like, nobody expected Cooper Rush to be doing this well. He's been managing the game. The Cowboys defense has really stepped up. Cowboys defensive line, it's solid. Like, they're playing very well. Against the Philadelphia Eagles right here, I mean, if the Cowboys can win this one right here, then I promise all you Cowboys fans, I will pick the Dallas Cowboys to win the next week. Next week, they play the Detroit Lions. And the Lions are coming off a bye week. They're going to be healthy. I'll tell you right now, Cowboys beat the Eagles. I'll pick the Cowboys for sure to win next week. Right now, I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me tell you why. Cowboys are running the ball super well, but one of the best rushing teams in the NFL is the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts and the read option with Miles Sanders, once they can just do that, I mean, I think they'll be able to control the pace of the game. Dallas Cowboys' only chance is chewing clock, using Tony Pollard and Zeke just like they did against the Los Angeles Rams, keeping it low scoring and kind of just managing the whole game. I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry, guys. Broncos at Chargers. Oh, yeah. Who's ready to watch another Russell Wilson primetime game? Watching him cook. Yeah, I mean, hopefully Keenan Allen, I really hope Keenan Allen's back for this game. I want to see Russell Wilson, like, maybe score 20 points in the game. That would be amazing. I'm going with the Los Angeles Chargers. After what I saw on Thursday Night Football, honestly, I have a feeling the Broncos win this game, but I'm not picking Russell Wilson and the Broncos, so we're going with the Los Angeles Chargers right here to win. Those are the picks. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. What did I miss? What did I get right? Comment down below. Thanks for watching.